Wouldn't that stop?
Groups like the Scottish Tenants Organisation, groups like Moray, Palestine Solidarity Campaign, who we've been working closely with. And we should always remember that we're actually holding this event not just against the backdrop of troubled political situation in Britain, but in the situation, the backdrop of troubled situation in the Middle East. Tensions are escalating, and it looks like there might be war in the Middle East. In those circumstances, that puts bases like Lossiemouth and the people of Elgin and the entire area of Moray under direct threat. We are closer to nuclear conflict than we have ever been. And that is the reason why the struggle in the Middle East means something directly to the Scottish people. We should not just be expressing our disgust and a resolve to end that disgusting genocide by the Israeli Zionist state, but we should always remember as well that they are putting everybody in danger, right across Europe and right across the world. Now, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been up here working with local activists, and I've met some wonderful people. And today's rally is actually going to be opened by an activist, one of the people that keeps our movement alive, somebody who has went through the ups and downs of defeat and also of success. And I would like to everybody to give a huge indie welcome to Fiona Campbell, an indie activist from the Crondale area, in the local area. Put your hands together for Fiona Campbell.
Hi everyone, welcome to Moray. And a trough-free Moray as well. Thanks for all coming today. There's no doubt that the Westminster election wasn't a good outcome for us in the anti movement. People thought that they'd be better trusting Labour with their vote rather than the Tories, which unfortunately means that we're probably all going to suffer for the next 5 years. I'm sure many of you here today will know Marie Milne, who's a dedicated independence activist. Marie's a very talented artist. She has supported many independence events over the years, both in person and with donations of art to support things. You'll also know that Marie's granddaughter and Mini Marie, the wonderful star who's been a regular at the marches and rallies since she was in a buggy, was involved in a serious road accident 8 weeks ago. She was hit by a car when she was trying to cross a busy road at Ardrossan, where the Drossy posse have been camping for years. It was touch and go whether the star would make it or not. She was kept alive at the scene by members of the public before she was airlifted to the Royal Hospital for Children in Glasgow.
That was so funny the other night.
She went straight into emergency surgery and had to have part of her skull removed to allow her brain to swell with no restriction. We weren't sure if she was going to pull through or not, but I'm delighted to be able to tell you all today, with Marie and family's blessing, that in true star fashion, she's made small but mighty steps to come back to us. She's awake, saying short sentences, yes, and managing to move around with assistance. We're also seeing the return of the wee diva that we all know and love, the unstoppable star. She's given kisses, cuddles and cheek. Last week, there was a day that 7 weeks ago we all feared would never happen. Star was allowed outside the hospital for a few minutes to be reunited with her beloved dog Tilly. I know you'll all appreciate what an emotional encounter that was. Even the pictures had us all in tears at the delight on all their faces, including Tilly. She has a long road to go, but slowly and surely we're seeing the return for a beautiful and feisty wee Bern Star. So that leads me on to how we progress from here. As I said at the beginning, we're not in the strongest position as we would have hoped to be following the election. People are feeling disillusioned and fed up with the state of the country, and there is no doubt that voter apathy played a role in the result. Yet the turnout here today shows that there is still hope for an independent Scotland, which means that we've got work to do. The Westminster government think that they've been handed a blank cheque to do as they wish to our Scotland. Well, I'm here to say, no you don't. One of the first things they did was vote to keep the two-child benefit cap, or as it's known in Scotland, the rape clause, leaving 80,000 Scottish children living in poverty. This is despite the Scottish branch leader, Anna Sarwar, campaigning on a promise to scrap it. Again, once they're in power, they abandon their promises to do what they pledged and shuffle meekly away into the shadows after their lord and masters in England tell them to. If that doesn't tell the Scottish people that they don't have our best interests at heart, then I don't know what will. Anna Sarwar has since done a Boris Johnson and disappeared, probably to hide in a fridge away from the limelight. Or maybe he's away living it up in his MSP salary while Scotland's children suffer, going hungry and being bored in the long summer holidays because their parents can't afford a holiday, or they're working to keep the roof over their heads and to pay the bills. This is just wrong in a country as rich in resources as Scotland. BP announced this week record profits yet again, but we're all facing a hike in our energy prices come October. Once again, this week, Rachel Reeves announced that she was going to means test the winter fuel allowance for pensioners, meaning yet another lifeline has been taken away from people that have worked all their lives and paid into the pension pot, yet can barely afford to eat, let alone heat their homes. This should not be happening. They're attacking the young and the old in the months since they were in government. It terrifies me to think what they're going to do next with their difficult choices. Yet all they do is blame their predecessors for the cuts instead of trying to find an alternative solution. They'd rather go after our bairns and our elderly folk. Why aren't they looking to recoup the 28 billion that was wasted on track and trace during the pandemic? Or start taxing the big companies that have been using legal loopholes to avoid paying their corporate taxes in Britain? That would go a long way to fill in the